The Roman Catholic Diocese of Viviers is a diocese of the Latin Rite of the Roman Catholic Church in France. Erected in the 4th century, the diocese was restored in the Concordat of 1822, and comprises the department of Ardèche, in the region of Rhône-Alpes. Currently the diocese is a suffragan of the Archdiocese of Lyon. Its current bishop is Jean-Louis Marie Balsa, appointed in 2015. History: Saint Andeol, disciple of Saint Polycarp, evangelized the Viviers under Emperor Septimius Severus and was martyred in 208. The Old Charter, drawn up in 950 by Bishop Thomas, the most complete document concerning the primitive Church of Viviers, mentions 5 bishops who lived at Alba Augusta: Januarius, Saint Septimus, Saint Maspacianus, Saint Melanius and Saint Avalus. The last was a victim of the invasion of the barbarian Crocus. In consequence of the ravages suffered by Alba Augusta, the new bishop, Saint Auxonius, transferred the see to Viviers about 430. Promotus was probably the first bishop of Viviers. The document also mentions later several canonized bishops: Saints Lucian and Valerius, Saint Venantius, disciple of Saint Avitus, who was present at the councils held in 517 and 535, Saint Melanius II, Saint Eucherius, Saint Firminus, Saint Aulus, Saint Eumachius, Saint Longinus, Saint Tarcontius, martyr, date unknown, perhaps later than the 9th century. It seems that the Diocese of Viviers was disputed for a long time by the metropolitan sees of Vienne and Arles. For the 11th century its dependence on Vienne was not contested. John II, Cardinal and Bishop of Viviers, had the abbatial church of Crues consecrated by Urban II and accompanied him to the Council of Clermont. Afterwards, it is said that Conrad III gave Lower Viviers as an independent suzerainty to Bishop William. In the 13th century, under the reign of Saint Louis of France, the Bishop of Viviers was obliged to recognize the jurisdiction of the Seneschal of Beaucaire. By the Treaty of 10 July 1305, Philip IV of France obliged the bishops of Viviers to admit the suzerainty of the kings of France over all their temporal domain. Viviers was often troubled by religious conflicts. The Albigensian Crusade in the 13th century, the revolt of the Calvinists against Louis XIII, which ended in the capture of Privas by the Royal Army, the Dragonnades under Louis XIV after the revocation of the Edict of Nantes, the War of the Chamasids. It was suppressed by the Concordat of 1802, and united to the See of Mende. Re-established in 1822, the diocese then included almost all the ancient Diocese of Viviers and some part of the ancient Diocese of Valence, Vienne, Le Puy and Uzes, and was suffragan of the Archdiocese of Avignon. Bishops: to 1000 Januarius, Septimius, Maspacianus, Melanius I, c.407 c. 411, Avalus, c.411 c. 431, Auxonius, c.452 c. 463, Eulalius, c.486 c. 500, Lucianus, c.507, Valerius, c.517 c. 537, Venantius, Rusticus, c.549, Melanius II, Eucherius, Firminus, Aulus, Eumachius, c.673, Longan, Johannes I, Adolphus, c.740, Archons, Aribald, c.815, Thomas I, c.833, Tengren, c.850, Cels, c.851, Bernoan, c.875, Aetherius, c.892, Rostaring I, c.908, Richard, c.950, Thomas II, c.965 c. 970 Rostarring 2 C.974 Armagnac C.993 Pierre. From 1000 to 1300 1014 10 1 Armand 2 1042 to 1070 Gerard 1073 to 1095 Johannes II 1096 to 1119 Leo de Garius 1119 to 1124 Atten 1125 to 1131 Pierre I 1133 to 1146 Jocelyn de Montaigu 1147 to 1155 Guillaume I 1157 to 1170 Raymond Urzes 1171 to 1173 Robert de la Tour du Pin 1174 to 1206 Nicholas 1206 to 1220 Bernan 1220 to 1222 Guillaume II 1222 to 1242 Berman d'Anduze 1244 to 1254 Arnaud de Vergay 1255 to 1263 Aymon de Genève 1263 to 1291 Hugues de la Tour du Pin 1292 to 1296 Guillaume de Fulguiaz 1297 to 1306 Aldebert de Peyre from 1300 to 1500 1306 1318 Louis de Poitiers 1319 to 1322 Guillaume de Flavacourt 1322 to 1325 Pierre de Mortemart 1325 to 1326 Pierre de Moussy 1326 to 1330 Aymar de la Volta 1331 to 1336 Henry de Thoré-Villiers 1336 to 1365 Aymar de la Volta 1365 to 1373 Bertrand de Chateauneuf 1373 to 1375 Pierre de Sarcenas 1376 to 1383 Bernard de Greffail 1383 to 1385 Jean Alamet de Brogny 1385 to 1386 Olivier de Poitiers 1387 to 1388 Pile del Prato 1389 to 1406 Guillaume de Poitiers 1406 to 1442 Jean de Lignières 1442 to 1454 Guillaume Olivier de Poitiers 1454 to 1477 Acute de Pompadour 1477 to 1478 Giuliano della Rovere 1478 to 1497 Jean de Montgenou 1498 to 1542 Claude de Tournon from 1500 to 1805 1542 1550 Charles I.E.R. de Tournon 1551 to 1554 Simon de Maillet Brigitte Acute Z.E. Acute 1554 to 1560 Jacques-Marie Sala 1560 to 1565 Alessandro Farnese de Junga 1565 to 1571 Euca de Saint Vital 1571 to 1572 Pierre V. de 1573 to 1621 Jean V. de Hotel 1621 to 1690 Louis François de la Baume de Suse 1690 to 1713 Antoine de la Garde de Chambonus 1713 to 1723 Martin de Ratabon 1723 Etienne Joseph I de la Fère Monclar 1723 to 1748 François Renaud de Villeneuve 1748 to 1778 Joseph Robin Morel de Mons 1778 to 1802 Charles de la Font de Savine from 1802 vacancy to 1823 1823 to 1825 André Morlin 1825 to 1841 Abbé Pierre-François Bonal de la Brugeresse 1841 to 1857, Joseph Hippolyte Weber, 1857 to 1876, Louis Delcassé, 1876 to 1923, Joseph Michel Frédéric Bonnet, 1923 to 1930, Etienne Joseph Haro, 1931 to 1937, Pierre-Marie d'Urrier, 1937 to 1965, Alfred Couderc, 1965 to 1992, Jean-Louis Hermel, 1992 to 1998, Jean-Marie Louis Bonfils, 1999 to 2015, François-Marie Joseph Pascal Louis Blondel, 2015 present, Jean-Louis Marie Balsa,